Good morning, everyone. Glenn Calloway from the basement. Happy Monday. Start of a new week. What's happening? What's spinning? Big week in politics tomorrow. I'm not a political guy when it comes to my YouTube channel. I keep my views to myself. But please, my American friends, get out and vote. That's all I'm going to say. Next. Where do I start? Okay, so I'm going to do an episode of What's Spinning. What I've been listening to. Now, up until a few days ago, I was spinning records. But guess what happened? My cartridge. All of a sudden, it just started sounding like crap. My cartridge needs to be replaced. And I got a really expensive cartridge. I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, I'm out of money. Because I bought those speakers. It's just like something's got to give. So I'm going to trade in some CDs. I'm trying to raise money. Anyway, phone the guy I deal with and all this stuff, and looking for a cheap alternative cartridge, and he is recommending a Grado cartridge, the Red 3, which he says has a nice sound stage and everything, and it's $270. So that's Canadian. Anybody who's into turntables, has experience with Grado, let me know what you think. Next, a couple of videos ago, I was mentioning I'm into Widespread Panic. I hate this frickin' thing with a passion. I'm into Widespread Panic. I picked up one of their CDs used and then picked up a second one. When I went to show it, I grabbed the first one. Anyway, this is the CD I found. It's called Space Wrangler. It's I've only had one listen, but right off the bat, I liked it. So I'm really like this band. Check it out. They're called the Jam Band, but the studio albums aren't really jammy. The songs are pretty structured, and maybe 4 minutes long or 5 minutes long or something. I don't think there's any real long tracks on these, but anyway, kind of rock. It almost got a bit of a southern tinge to them, but not much. Great band. It's kind of rootsy too. Next, thrift store find. I never see this on CD. It's one of my favorite Canadian albums. It's definitely my favorite Bruce Coburn album, Dancing in the Dragon's Jaw, which I do have on vinyl, and it sounds awesome. I found the CD for a couple of bucks at a Value Village thrift store. Really happy to find that on CD, because then I can now put it on my USB stick, put it in the car, and enjoy my Bruce Coburn album. There was a big hit off of this in Canada called Wondering Where the Lions Are. I'm wondering if anybody in the States, if that crossed the border at all. Next, I have been thinking about, let's talk about this. My buddy Robert Lawson is an author. He's written books on Guess Who, Nazareth, who am I missing? One more. And most recently, I'm not sure if it's out on the shelf yet, a book on little Steven Van Zandt from Bruce Springsteen's band. And Bruce was in town last night, actually. And I believe Robert was backstage. So, pretty cool. Anyway, check out Robert Lawson. Google Robert Lawson, Stevie Van Zandt, and the book will come up. I'm drawing a blank on the name of the book now, but it's going to be amazing. Bruce. I've seen Bruce in concert, I don't know, I don't even know, 10 times, something like that. And my favorite Bruce tour was 1999. Early in the 90s, he'd broken up the E Street Band, put out an album called Human Touch, and I can't remember what the other one was. He put them out simultaneously, and then toured with all these musicians. I did see that tour. It was fun. And but he put the band back together in like 1980, 98, 99, and they did a tour, and that was my favorite Bruce Springsteen show. I just thought that was so high energy. They were having fun back together again. And when they got to New York, they did record it, and that's from the tour. It was fantastic, really good. Bruce was just on top of his game. It was amazing. So I just wanted to show that because, hey, it's Bruce. And I might be doing a song draft on Bruce Springsteen this Thursday with Rich Strickler and Randy Nelson, two of my good friends. Next, a lot of respect for John McLaughlin as a guitar player. The stuff he did with Miles Davis, the stuff he did with Mahavishnu Orchestra. I love this album, Birds of Fire. But I have never listened to a John McLaughlin album. Anybody out there know where I should start? Like the guy's an amazing guitar player, and I just think I would dig his stuff. So if there's anything out there you can think of that I should get, besides his collaborations with Shaq T and this stuff, just stuff that's just self-titled, John McLaughlin titled, let me know. My buddy Larry Graves, he does this Patreon thing where people ask him to review songs and stuff like that. And he mentioned that someone sent him a Donovan song, Where Your Love Like Heaven. He really dug it, and he wants to kind of get into Donovan. So I pulled out a Donovan album, Sunshine Superman. This is my favorite Donovan album. It's got Season of the Witch on it, which is a great song. I mean, covers of this song on that Super Session album with Al Cooper and Stephen Stills and Michael Bloomfield, Brian Auger and Julie Driscoll did a great version of it. Just a great song, Season of the Witch. And, of course, Sunshine Superman's on here. The Fat Angel's on here, which was covered by Jefferson Airplane. Freaking great album. Sunshine Superman. Next. So back in the day, 1970, I guess. 71, maybe? I don't know. Might have been on the influence of something. Sitting with my cousin. Back in the heyday of underground FM radio, where they would play anything. We're sitting there, middle of the night, and they play this folky, kind of dirgy thing. It's just a guitar and a voice. And the song was called Delia. She's All I Got Is Gone. And it was David Bromberg. And this, from this album, his debut album, became an instant David Bromberg fan. And been a fan ever since. A great flat picker, great blues player, great fiddle player. David can play anything with strings on it. I think most people know him. He's synonymous with playing on a lot of Dylan sessions back in the kind of self-portrait time. And great artist and just a cool dude. I have a David Bromberg autograph on my wall just right there, if you can see it. It's autographed at the El Macombo, just below the King Crimson, just beside the John Hyatt, right there. Very cool. But anyway, if you've never heard David Bromberg, see if you can find this album. Listen to Delia. It's just such a great song. Next, saw this woman in concert a few weeks ago. She's amazing. Canadian artist, Kathleen Edwards. This is her latest album, out for a couple of years, called Total Freedom. Fantastic live. And I noticed Kathleen's doing a U.S. tour right now. She's got about 20 dates. Go to Kathleen Edwards' page, see if she's coming to a town near you, and go see her. She's amazing. She's touring probably with like a 3-piece band, but she plays acoustic guitar and sings her songs, and there's a lead guitar player who plays these great leads behind her. And she's pretty high energy for a singer-songwriter, and just a great human being and a great songwriter. Kathleen Edwards, please check her out if you're not familiar. Of course, my favorite artist right now. Yes, I dream about this frickin' guy. Like, I can't. Billy Strings, I'm telling you, I've never been so. I'm telling you, I think I would marry him. I do. Oh, I can't. I just have a deep love for this guy. He's such a cool guy. I would love to meet this guy more than anybody on earth. And his playing is just so inspirational to me. I am just like, oh my God. I just can't believe it. But his latest album, Highway Prayer, just is played constantly. I cannot get enough. I want the vinyl so bad, but it's $70. I'll ask for it for Christmas probably. And last but not least, I'm having this debate in my head. Rolling Stones, Exile on Main Street, or Beggar's Banquet. Now, don't be saying, no, Let It Bleed or something. That's not the debate. The debate is whether I like Beggar's Banquet more than Exile on Main Street. That's a freaking great record. But Exile just, I think because it's the first time I saw the Stones on that Exile tour, and I just love that dirty, loose Stone sound that they got on Exile. I mean, they just killed it. But this album is so good with Sympathy for the Devils, the kicking off side 1, Street Fighting Man side 2, and then all the great acoustic songs, No Expectations, and Prodigal Son, and Factory Girl. I mean, this is just a great frickin' record. Man. Okay. That's what's spinning. Give me your thoughts. And I hope everyone has a great week. We'll try and get back a couple more times this week. Have a great day. Vote.